Hello, Leos, and welcome to your reading for November. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Um, it's general, so some will resonate, some won't. Look at your rising, ascending, and moon to get a more complete picture for yourself. All right, we're going to start off here with crystals. I've been pulling these. These are just suggestions, some crystals you might want to use during this month to help you with whatever the message is here. So, Leo, you have agate. Get back into balance. So, you're out of balance in some way. Azurite. Get laser focused. Looks like I need to get laser focused. And some amethyst. Trust your intuition. So grab you some amethyst, some agate, some azurite. You don't have to. If anything, get that amethyst though. That's a good all-around stone to have. Trust your intuition. It's a very spiritual stone. And it's good for anyone, really, I think. The lamp, remembrance, elders, birthed from seed within the belly of the moon. They are the wise, felt touches over our hearts and felt deep within the marrow of our spirit. So get in touch with those lessons you learned from your ancestors, from your elders, those things that were taught to you throughout your life. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, people, older people than you who have some experience and wisdom to offer you. Be open to it. Hearth is your Yule card. This is as we move into to the end of this month and move into Yule time. Hearth, may your warmth take the gazing flame upon the shivers they melt away. So bringing warmth where it was cold. Home and hearth. Home is where the heart is. Family, love and warmth there. So I'll touch more on that as we go. So this is the past, what's moving through now and leaving and fading away. This is your present, and this is as we look into more the future of what's coming. All right. So let's look at this for Leo. Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess. Well, we had the Amethyst, trust your intuition, and we have the High Priestess here, very learned. We have elders, and remembering those elders, remembering the wisdom they taught us, and honoring and respecting them. We have the High Priestess here, who's very wise and connected and spiritually to that, to the higher self, to the ancestors, to the guides. You're learning. You've learned a lot. You're connecting deeper on a deeper level with your own intuition. And so there you have that. You have you've been tossing around some ideas, is what I'm getting here, of ways in which to expand in your money concerns, your prosperity, your jobs, your career. You've been wanting to expand in some way in that. So I'm going to go further with that. As I pull more cards, we'll see what that's about. I'm not 100% sure at this moment. We do have Santa Morta for your present moment. Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. So Santa Morta is the death card in this Santa Morta deck, and it is the um, ending of things and loss of things or endings to bring in new beginnings. You see her there, she's pregnant with new ideas, new beginnings. She's going to birth into your life, new things for you as we move forward to bring you to a more content, more fulfilled state within your being and also within your wallet. Okay, so we have also that's reflected here in a couple of these cards here where there's more prosperity for you, or actually also more emotional kind of fulfillment also I'm getting. So there's been some lack in that area for some of you, emotional support and well-being. So we're gonna bring ourselves into that as we heal, as we get quiet and look to the elders for that wisdom of how to do that. Wow. Leo, I want to say also, oops. Yeah, yeah, you're reassessing, and there's been a feeling of lack here, a feeling of not having enough, a feeling of being out in the cold. You're walking on this card here with he's walking on skulls. Some of them are been there a long time, and that's that dead cold energy that you've been feeling. But there's hope here. There's a newness here as well. He's walking on them. There's the color green there in there. That's the newer ones, and that means new abundance for you and prosperity. You got that hearth card too. There's that warm, safe space that you have available to you, or you're creating that for yourself, but you've been going through a bit of a rough time with finances, or just feeling emotionally, or both, feeling emotionally drained or lacking in love and care and that kind of thing is what I'm getting for some of you guys. So the Fool comes out here, and yeah, Four Swords. Your reading's a little different than the others I've done today. The Fool, a new path, a new journey. So you have it comes right out on top of that Santa Morta card and the Four Swords card, which is that waiting period, that resting period. So this is you taking a leap of faith after some of these endings and some of these things that were disappointing and some of this feeling of lack. We're gonna release that and start to take more chances to get our, not foolishly, it is the Fool card, but with faith and with hope and move forward. We need to give that a rest. We need a resting period. There is a waiting period here, I see, for some of you, for some of that to come in. But here we have a harvest. We're going to harvest. We're going to harvest some good things here. We've been holding our own. We've been defending ourselves against these things. We've been trying to not allow them to drag us down. And you're still on your feet, even if you don't feel like it. And you have this King of Pentacles here carrying that treasure. He is carrying that treasure. So we're going to come into more prosperity in some way. New job or raise. We're strong. You're taming that wild beast within that's been doubting, that's been negative. We need to get a lid on that. We need to tame that. We need to start looking to the future more in a more positive light. With a more positive light and with more hope and faith. Because you have been not. Okay? Some of you. Alright? Or you've been going back and forth perhaps with that. One day you're up, one day you're down, one day you're all full of hope and stuff for the future, and then something comes along and you get an unexpected bill in the mail or something else went wrong. And remember, we were going through that Mercury retrograde too until actually today is the final day. It was that we're in that shadow of that. So we've been in that since I forget when it started, but October, sometime in September, October, and then now here we are in November. And today I'm doing this reading on the 2nd of November, and because I'm a little bit behind, and now I'm throwing my cards on the ground. So that was the Strength card flying out of the deck, right on top of the other Strength cards. You got 2, so you brace yourself. You're taming that wild beast there, Leo. You're taming that beast of negativity, I'm wanting to say, with some of you, and just you're going to use love and tenderness with yourself and tame those things, those base reactions to things. You've been like that, some of you. Up at night, worrying, grief, loss, feeling like things haven't worked out. Like I said, we came through. We all went through that. But see, that's ending with that Santa Morta. We've all been through that retrograde and all the other retrogrades. It's just been a weird time and a difficult time. And look, you're grieving losses and you're grieving plans that were made and didn't come to fruition. You're grieving people who've left your life, losses of dreams and hopes, and you need to start to look to the future here. Like I said here, look to those elders. Now, when I say that, doesn't mean go talk to an old person. It could be, well, what they've taught you already, and think about that. Or, pay attention. Someone elderly could say something in your presence, and it sparks something in you. It's very wise, and it's for you. It's a message for you. They don't even have to be talking directly to you, but you got home and hearth. You got this 4 of Wands, and that's that home and hearth, happy home. You're building, or you've built some sort of stable situation, even though you've been feeling like it isn't. There is stability and warmth with that hearth for you. So you've got a couple cards here telling me that you don't believe that necessarily on some level, and maybe you have been having a difficult time, but there's that safety net. There's that you are not really completely out in the cold. It's time to start something new here to get that going. Some of you will be getting a new job. Why are these cards flying like they are? My goodness, your cards are flying out. Take a new perspective on things. Look at things differently. You've been looking at that loss. You've been looking at that feeling of lack. You've been focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do, some of you, okay? And now we need to get clear and get stronger here. Be strong. Get your mind clear. And focus on what you want, what can be. Focus on what good could happen. And not necessarily what's already been, what's lost. I don't want to make this reading all about loss. It's not. There's hope. Let's get some more cards. The endings come with that Santa Morta card, so there are endings. I also want to say, remember the things you've come through already. You know, you've been through a lot of things already, and you came through them, and you're still going. You're still standing. You're still standing tall here, and with the Strength card, you're that Queen of Swords. You've got some air energy maybe in your chart, or you're dealing with someone who's an air sign also. It could be. And you're getting clear on what you truly want and don't want, and we want to work on looking to that wisdom, that inner wisdom we have, things we've forgotten about. We're like, oh, what am I going to do? Well, what did you do before that worked? You know, don't lose the lesson here. What did you do that didn't work? Don't do that. What did you do that did work? Do that. You have, you do have a lot of fiery energy in here as well. You are Leo. You are fire. You're lighting a new spark here. With this card here, he's lighting that match. A new idea coming to you, clarity on something, bringing you into that warmth, bringing you into that wisdom. You also had that High Priestess, so don't forget about your intuition, because we had that there too. Those things are deep within us, and they're still there, even if you haven't been feeling that or had that sense of knowing. Pendulum swinging, the time is passing, and the pendulum's been swinging back and forth, and you've been through the rough stuff, you've been out in the cold, you've been lost a little bit here and there, you've had some emotional issues with feeling a little lost or a lot, and the pendulum's swinging back. You're going to see things in a different perspective, and things are going to come clearer to you, and as you move forward, it's going to be a much clearer. You have passion to do so, or you need to start to step up and get yourself moving. Sometimes when we don't move on something, we lose that passion for it, or we start to get stagnant, or we just don't know, we lose sight of what it is we're trying to do because we're just stuck. And I'm getting that for some of you. You've been through, like I said, you've been going through something, storm, some rough waters there, and now you're heading to the shore though, so you are moving forward in the right direction. But I'm getting a sense here that you need to take some steps. You had that Fool card, so we're starting a new path here. We're starting a new path. That card's come out quite a bit today in the different readings. You got High Priestess twice here. So there you go with that energy. Learning, wisdom, higher learning, higher connection with your higher self and your intuition. Tap into that, Leo. Trust that and move forward. You've been sailing through some rough waters here. You've been carrying burdens. But you're almost to the top of that hill. You've been feeling trapped and blinded, unsure, unclear. Like I said, worrying and stress. But those burdens you're about to release. You're sailing into clearer waters here. Sun's coming out here. For you, I don't mean the sun card. I just mean that the storm is passing, or you're actually passing through it. And we're going to get to that other side of it because we got that card there. Happy joyful, spending time with family, friends that make you feel. What I want to say here, Leo, is you get the death card again, so that's twice. Things are ending. Something is ending, but it's ending because it's been difficult. It's been burdens. It's been stress. It's been grieving. It's been feeling lack. It's been a lack of passion, a lack of feeling alive, and even foggy brained and not remembering your own wisdom within. So you're connecting back with that stuff. Connect back with yourself. Connect with that higher self, your intuition, the lessons you've learned. Think on what you did right. Think on what got you where you wanted to go, and get there. And get determined. Once you get determined here, Leo, there's no stopping you. Okay, so get determined. Open that door and stick your foot out and start getting on to where you're gonna get to here. All right, out of that boat, sinking boat, and to the shore. All right, working hard, reevaluating, working hard. Put in the work. You need to put in the work within yourself, within yourself. Remember the lessons you've learned. Don't lose the lessons through the difficult times, so you can do better next time. Working hard, getting your emotions together here. You got the Queen of Cups. Love yourself. Self-love, self-care for you, Leo. And get yourself moving. Get determined about this. Get determined. You got a wake-up call. There you go. You got the death card twice. You got the wake-up call here with judgment. Use good judgment. You should have high intuition right now. Your intuition should be strong. Trust it. You're hearing that calling. If it's pulling you to here or there, follow that calling. Follow that guidance that you're getting from your elders, from your spirit guides, from your within yourself, from your own past lessons. So bring yourself by the end of the month into more of that hearth energy with that warmth. No more out in the cold, in with the warmth. Feeling better, feeling wiser, feeling stronger. Had the strength card twice. Don't stop reacting, start responding with intelligence and wisdom of the elders there. Okay? All right, Leo, that's your reading for Leo for November. Again, check your rising, moon, whatever other planets in your chart. If you know your chart, it'll give you a much more, rounded picture of what's coming for you in November and messages you need to hear and that kind of thing. So take care. I'll see you in the next one, and blessed be.